Yo, what is good, y'all? Welcome back to PSA, Passionate Starving Artist. I gotta kick things off by apologizing for going dark on y'all for a minute. Life has been lifing, and I couldn't drop the episodes y'all were vibing with or even anticipating. I know the sound and visual quality might not be what y'all are used to today, but I felt this nudge from God to get this message out, so here we are. Whether the audio is perfectly crisp or a bit janky, and whether the video is on point or a little rough, what truly matters is the heart behind it. I can't let anything or anyone stop me from creating anymore. I don't have any excuses, honestly. I have a phone with a camera that can pick up audio just fine with or without a mic. A podcast is a podcast no matter the quality of the production. It's about getting the message out there, making sure that the word, experiences, and inspiration reaches y'all, whether you're listening, watching, or having to read captions below. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. You feel me? The quality will come as we keep grinding on this journey, and I have faith that it will evolve organically. So let's trust the vibe and process and believe in the vision that God's laid on our hearts. Passion fuels this whole thing, and that's what's bringing us together. So I want to thank y'all for sticking with the kid, appreciate y'all's patience, and for believing in this journey. So let's get right into it. I want to welcome y'all back again to Passionate Starving Artists, PSA, where we explore the journey of healing, faith, and resilience as an artist and creative. I'm your girl, Bianca Barrera Bragado, and today we are diving into a topic that low-key hits home for the kid: the heartache of loss and the transformative power of forgiveness through faith. Now, life can feel unbearably heavy when an opportunity has been taken away from you, or someone you've loved deeply chooses to leave or unfortunately passes on. The ache of unworthiness or even abandonment can be profound, leaving us feeling lost and adrift. It's completely natural to experience a whirlwind of emotions: grief, anger, confusion. But amidst those storms, let's take a moment to remember a powerful truth. Within you lies an incredible well of resilience and strength given to you by God. In this tapestry of our lives, there are friendships, relationships, and dynamics that develop into something real, filled with shared experiences and intimate moments that hit different. I remember a time where I grew hella tight with a friend. We spent mad hours together sharing not just our dreams, fears, and laughter, but also secrets that we had never dropped or revealed to anyone else. Those conversations and time spent created a bond that I felt was unbreakable, one that I believed could withstand anything life threw our way. However, unexpected challenges soon emerged that tested our friendship in ways I couldn't have anticipated. A complicated situation unfolded, one that involved deep emotions and choices that would affect both our lives and futures. What began as a misunderstanding quickly escalated into a significant conflict, and I was honestly taken aback by the reaction. Instead of us coming together to navigate this difficult time, they chose to go ghost and withdraw, leaving me to face the turmoil solo. It was wild to me to see someone I cared so deeply for retreat and pull away instead of having my back. And the pain of feeling abandoned hit hard. It was sharp and disorienting. As I grappled with the fallout, I felt an emptiness that was hard to articulate. The heartache was overwhelming, and it was essential to honor those feelings. So I allowed myself to grieve, not just for the friendship, but for the trust that had been shattered and the dreams we had shared. It wasn't a sign of weakness. It was part of the healing process. So I found solace in Psalms 34:18, reminding myself that God is close to the brokenhearted. I sought comfort in the understanding that I wasn't alone in my pain, even as I faced this storm. Forgiveness became a vital part of my journey. I realized that it wasn't about absolving my friend of their actions, but rather about freeing myself from the grip that anger and hurt had on me. I chose to forgive, not to excuse their behavior, but to reclaim and take back my own peace and freedom. But let me also state that by no means was I a saint. I'm human. I have my flaws. I'm not anywhere near perfect. And I'm sure how I handled the situation as well was hurtful for them to experience. The difference is I see where I fell short and I'm dealing with the consequences, not because I'm being punished, but because I know God has a greater lesson in all of it for my greater good. But again, that's me speaking for me, not for them. So this act of letting go became a profound gift I offered myself, a step toward healing. While the friendship may have changed for good, the lessons learned in the heartache became stepping stones for my growth. It schooled me on the complexities of relationships and the importance of accountability and the power of forgiveness, both for myself and others. In those moments of pain, I discovered resilience and a deeper understanding of divine comfort that surrounds us, even in our darkest hours. Through it all, I learned that sometimes the hardest trials can reveal the true nature of our bonds. While we may not be able to return to the way things were, the journey has equipped me with a deeper understanding of love, loss, and the intricate paths we navigate as we forge ahead into an uncertain future. Now, when you start doing the inner work and see the world through a new lens, it's common for those who knew you in the past to struggle with your transformation. They may cling to their memories of who you were and resist the change they see in you. As you embrace your growth, it can be challenging when others insist on defining you by your past. It's important to focus on your journey and affirm your new identity. You might want to say to those who view you through this limited lens, I hope you can find clarity and understanding through your own relationship with God. You've only seen a small fraction of my life and of my story. If I appeared as the villain, then know that that was just the beginning of my journey toward becoming a hero. It's natural for people to find it hard to accept this new version of you, but you don't have to let their perception of you hold you back. Move beyond the fear of being honest about where God has placed you now, for fear of people reminding you of who you once were. Your past doesn't define you. It's merely a chapter of your story, and you have the power to rewrite your narrative. Embracing self-forgiveness is crucial. It allows you to release the weight of past mistakes and acknowledge that growth is a part of life. You have every right to move forward and celebrate who you are today without being held back by fear or guilt. Remember, your story is yours to tell, and every chapter contributes to the person you are becoming. So forgive yourself and step into your new identity with confidence and grace. In the hustle and bustle of my life as a passionate, starving artist, I've seen it all. Those wild highs and crushing lows that come with trying to make it in this crazy industry. Y'all know how it goes in this game. Things can turn on a dime. Sometimes it feels like I'm out here fighting alone in an industry that can be so unforgiving. But sitting with that pain, I realized I have to channel it somewhere. So I started writing, like really freaking writing. Each song became a way to unpack all those feelings of betrayal and disappointment. It was tough, but in those moments, I realized it wasn't just about my situation. It was about the whole industry that can get real cutthroat. We're all just out here trying to make a name for ourselves, and sometimes that leads to unintentionally stepping on each other's toes. Eventually, I came to a realization that holding on to anger was only going to hold me back. So I made the choice to forgive, not just my friends, but the industry. Yeah, it's messy and complicated, but we're all just people trying to figure it out. I started writing songs that celebrated the struggle, the ups and the downs of chasing a dream. I wanted to create something that spoke to everyone hustling out here, reminding them that it's okay to fall, but it's about getting back up. With that shift in mindset, my lyricism transformed. I started laying down songs that talked about resilience, about finding strength in vulnerability. It was liberating to put the energy into my work, and I could feel the change in my sound. The vibe of the experience, the rhythm of life in general, all flowed into my music, turning pain into something powerful. At the end of the day, I learned that the rough patches can actually teach you a lot about love and forgiveness. The more I leaned into those lessons, the more I realized that the industry, while tough, can also be a space for healing. So yeah, the road's been bumpy, but it's led me to a deeper understanding of myself and the connections we make. And if my music can spread a little grace in this crazy world, then I know I'm on the right track. Every day presents an opportunity to take a step forward, no matter how small. Surrounding yourself with those who uplift you, friends, family, and your faith community. This journey may lead you to a new, fulfilling relationship designed by God. Trust in your ability to rise again. Remember, this chapter does not define your entire story. You are stronger than you realize, and brighter days are ahead. Embrace the freedom that comes from forgiving, not for them, but for you, in obedience to God's call to love and forgive. As we wrap today's episode, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your own journey. What does forgiveness look like in your faith? How can you take small steps towards healing, guided by God's grace? Keep going. You've got this. I appreciate y'all for joining me today on PSA, Passionate Starving Artist. If you found this episode helpful, please, please, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more conversations on healing, resilience, and faith. Until next time, may God bless you and keep you.